Finally, the last thing we want to do with our database is we have a really functional working database at this point. At least the base infrastructure of it. The next thing we want to do is we want to create a query, which is asking questions of the database. So we go to create, and we have here queries. We have query wizard or design view, and I like the design view. So double click design view, and it brings you into a query, and this is how we question the database. And we can say which customer rented which movie, and I double click each of those to bring the tables out here, and I close that. And what you have down here is pretty much like the query design grid. So watch what happens. I want to see which customer, first name. I'm going to double click it, and it comes down here. Rented which movie name. I double click it, it comes down here. So it's saying which field we're going to return in the query, which fields returned in the query, those two. What tables are those fields from? Do I want to sort by one of those fields? Sure, sort by customer name. Do I want to show the field? Sometimes we'll pull queries or we'll pull fields in our query which we don't want to show. And do I have criteria? So only show me Tom's record, or only show me, Bob Hope's records. So I could actually enter, Bob here, customer first name Bob, and it'll only show me Bob's records. So that would be a filter that we could apply. And I could have or clauses, Bob or Johnny, right, for Johnny Carson, and just show me those two. All right, so now I'm ready to run my query. I could either click that, or I could choose view, go to data sheet view, and it shows me which customers rented which movie. So it's pulling all that information together, right? So it's basically storing this, and it's doing that first question. When I asked you that first question, that first query, when I asked you that first query, who was the last person to rent First Blood, right? Whichever or whatever the question was I asked you, I think it was that one. And then we looked here, and it was Jose. Your computer is now doing that for you. And this is how you could ask the computer questions like, instead of in the old days with filing cabinets, you couldn't get this information from your data. But today with databases, you can get this information from your data. You could ask your data questions like, show me all the customers who spent over $1,000 in the last year and who live in 93704 zip code. Boom, here it is, and it'll show you all those customers. So that's really the power of the database, is being able to query all that data and turn it into information. Plus in addition, just keeping track of records. So that's how you create a query. If you are enrolled in this course for college credit, you're taking my college class, you need to do what we just created as one of your assignments. You'll find it under assignments, and then you'll turn it in. So if you haven't done that yet, now's a good time to do it after you've just seen all these videos.